Our next session is interesting as Croatia as we speak about the tales of Croatia.
Hello, thank you very much to give me the chance to speak here on this beautiful audience. I must first thank Mr. Dakshna. Dakshna, you have done incredible job. I am very, very impressed when we talked about, and it was less than 2 years back, and when we talk about that and your ideas, I have seen one thing in you, and this is how you are working with your heart in this business. And if you do this, it will be always beautiful. Thank you very much, really. I appreciate this. This is a beautiful site, beautiful place, beautiful country. I am second time in India and I'm very, very impressed. And when I see this, what you have achieved and what you have done, and yesterday and day before, and how many efforts and how many hours and what you have done in this few days only, it is really amazing. But if Mr. Preston Bailey said that, then I will say the same. Yes, really beautiful. What should I tell you about Croatia? Croatia, it is starting to be a love affair between a giant and a dwarf. Of course, India is a dwarf. But no, I'm joking. I mean, it is beautiful relationship, and we are going to the future to cooperate, and we have a lot of possibilities in Croatia, what we are doing in the wedding business, in the tourism, in the organization of travel through Croatia, around Croatia, and what our video said: visit Croatia, see Croatia, hear Croatia, taste Croatia, and you will be really surprised. But what is the most important thing is that we are all working very hard to achieve our goals, our ideas, to live our ideas, and everything is really possible. We have met here beautiful people. We heard a lot about weddings, a lot about organization of weddings, huge weddings, small weddings, and it is really big business. And what we are thinking, this kind of business, which is in Croatia quite new, but you will hear that from my partners and ladies which are sitting here with us more. They will explain you much more than me. And we will express and we will show you how we can do this. And please don't hesitate, contact us, come to Croatia, and we can do job together, which can be really, really beautiful, and to give the people unforgettable moments in her life. You are doing business, of course, and we all are doing business in a very important part of the life of people. We are working with emotions, and we are trying to make their wishes come true. This is the most important thing, and when we understand, and we understand that these people are giving us the opportunity to make for them what they like, we are successful, very successful. But I will see now and give a word to Mrs. Kristina Panic. She is CEO of Tales of Croatia. She will tell you more about our possibilities, our positions, and what we have prepared in Croatia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Beko. Namaste to all of you. I'm very happy and very excited to be here. I am visiting India since 2001. That was my first trip to India, and since then I am frequently coming here. I have a huge love and respect for your country in terms of spirituality and culture and art. So I'm very grateful for your warm welcome here, especially to Dakshna, and also the support we have got from Sanjeev. We are here to present this very small, as Dr. Beko said, dwarf country compares to the giant of India. So we have only 4 million of people, the inhabitants, and you have how many? A lot, yes. So you have seen the video that we have been showing to you, and I'm just interested, how do you feel after looking at it? Anyone who would like to, did you get inspired to come to Croatia? Please raise your hands, who does? Okay, so see you all there. I am very happy to welcome you. We have also some people who have been there, yes? Raise your hands who have been to Croatia. Okay, those can help us with sharing your experience and tell others how whatever we are saying here, it's not just the talk, it's real experience. We were very lucky that, universe supports us in a different ways, that we have got huge popularity after the World Football Championship last year. You were, guys, all the country, providing us huge support. I have friends in India all over, and I was getting some messages on Facebook and SMS like, go ahead guys, we are with you, and so on. So it is a time that our two countries, regardless of the sizes, get into more close relationship and friendship. Even your president have visited Croatia a few weeks back, and so we are really looking forward to get more and more people from India and to welcome you in the most beautiful and heartful way. Croatian people do know how, as you do. I think that talent for hospitality is something we share. So I think we can skip this video, as you have already seen it. And when it comes to country itself, as I said, we have only 4 million people. It's like a village for you. But we have a lot of land there. We have beautiful soil and eco-food and a lot of place still to get some population in. So maybe some of you would come there and place and settle your homes as well. You never know. The language that we speak, it's Croatian. We have our own language. So Croatia is the English word, like Mahabalipuram is English word for Mahabalipuram. And we say Hrvatska. There is some saying that maybe there is some connection between Saraswati and Harvati, and that Sanskrit and Croatian language in some way are connected. Maybe. We don't know that Asian history, but it is there. So this is what we want to feel you to feel when you come to Croatia. We invite you to get acquainted, to discover, to experience, to taste, to explore, and to feel Croatia. So let me just briefly tell you about Tales of Croatia. It's a company 7 years old, so not that big. We don't have that many age. But myself, I'm in the industry for 25 years. Dr. Beko, around 40 years of business experience. And Ines, she has her own company. We are collaborating, and she will tell you much more about weddings in Croatia, in the most popular place, Dubrovnik. So why Croatia? I mean, do you need any more reasons to tell you after watching that movie? Okay, let's give it a shot. So we have, Croatia is the most popular because of its natural beauties. And 10% of our land is protected. So we have 8 national parks. Among one is on the UNESCO Heritage List. We have 11 parks of nature. And this is the biggest number in Europe. I mean, we are in the first place when it comes to that in Europe, and on the highest, it put us on the highest top in the world. We are a very safe country as well. We can provide you different kind of experiences. We have a huge UNESCO sites to be visited and so on. I will try to talk, not promising, to talk now a bit less, because I think that those photos you will see would be the best inspiration that you can get to feel it. And for any questions and of course talks, more serious, more concrete, we will be at your disposal here, and we have the whole stand booth in front of the conference room. So the photos that you just saw, it's National Park Plitvice Lakes, which with Dubrovnik itself is the most popular site in Croatia. It contains 16 beautiful emerald lakes. Dakshna, how did you like it? Where is he? Yes, how did you like this one? Yeah. We have thousands of islands. If there is anybody who likes the sea, and you live by the sea, but we are not all here from this area, but from different parts of India, and you like sailing, there is plenty to explore. The island Hvar, very popular place. Who has heard about Hvar? Yes, some of you have been there. Very, very beautiful place to experience. A lot of celebrities are coming there, and Hvar is also very known because of the lavender. So to go there in the fields of lavender, to feel different smells, to fully be immersed in the Mediterranean experience, it's awesome experience. Look at this. It's the island in the shape of heart. So convenient for this topic that we are gathering here, and it's in Croatia. When it comes to history, we have like thousands of years of European history in Croatia to be discovered, to be talked about, to the places to be seen. We have a lot of UNESCO sites to be visited for those who like culture. And I don't know if you knew, but when it comes to the Heritage UNESCO list, Croatia is on the 4th place in the world after China, Japan, and South Korea. Some of the sites you can see here. These are the things that are on that list. And Croatia is also, Croatian people, we also very much enjoy good food, as you do here. And as you find it so important for the events, and of course for the weddings, we have plenty to offer. Mediterranean cuisine, which is from Croatia, is also on the UNESCO heritage list. We have cheese, you see, olives, very good, fishes, just name it. Wines, vineyards. We can have beautiful setups in some vineyards and having romantic dinners and parties nearby. Tale of cheese. So the sheep cheese was 3 years in a row. This one from Croatia was ranked first in the world. And Zagreb, the capital city, so it's not Dubrovnik. Remember, it's Zagreb, which is the main hub when it comes to the flights. We have about 1 million people. The city is very friendly, very clean, and very relaxed. Even though it's as a the capital city, every business is there and so on, it's still very relaxing and enjoyable place to visit and to stay. 3 years in a row, Zagreb was announced as a winner in the competition as the Christmas market place, Advent. And then during that period of time, the city looks awesome with a lot of lights, with different topics, you know, with places to stay and experience, and it's very crowded. People all over the Europe are coming and visiting us. One of the most beautiful sites and events that we are also having for the past few years is the Festival of Light, where on the different places in the city, some installations and performance and other things are placed, which are very, very enjoyable and experiential. We have as well medieval castles, beautiful places to place weddings. If you have, and I'm sure you do, you like these romantic experiences. This one that you see, it's called Trakošćan, and it's amazing place because there is a lake, the forest around, so it's beautiful. Other part of Croatia, so I didn't say you in the beginning, Croatia has a shape of boomerang, and we have very different sites and culture-wise and climate-wise in such a small place. For example, over 900 kilometers of the coastline we have, which is really amazing for such a small country. And in Slavonia, this is the eastern part, which is near Serbia and Hungary. You can experience good food, wines, and we have, these are the vineyards, and we have a study farm in that area. You like horses, yes? When it comes to nature, most important part of Croatia is called Lika, where we have this national park of Plitvice Lakes, where we have the mountain Velebit, for those who like more active things to do and mountaineering. And have you heard about Nikola Tesla? Anyone? Raise your hand who does. Who knows who is Nikola Tesla? Only a few? Come on, guys. Just pretend. He is a father of electricity. So he was born in Croatia. And this environment with the huge mountains and the maybe electric air, I could say, might give him some good start in some genes to come to this kind of discovery, even though later on he was living in the United States and everything happened there, but we are proud to say that he was born in Croatia. So these are the sites you can experience there. There is a museum that you can visit. Very popular place and extremely developed in tourism is Istria. It would be very interesting for you to know it has a shape, it's like almost like a peninsula, but it has a shape the same as India. So this site that you see, it's Rovinj, beautiful romantic city to visit. Pula, the biggest Roman amphitheater in Europe you can find in Croatia. A lot of concerts and theater plays are taken place here. So come visit and experience. We have herbs from which we get essential oils, and the soil in Istria is red and very fruitful. Another part is Kvarner. This is a city Opatija. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called like Monte Carlo of Croatia, with a lot of hotels and good place for weddings and for mice. Beach on the island Cres. And now we move to Dalmatia, the city of Zadar. where Alfred Hitchcock claimed that they have the most beautiful sunset in the world that he experienced. This is what you saw in the video, so it's the sea organ. Šibenik with a lot of churches and UNESCO sites. And Split, as well, very popular hub. Beautiful city, my birth town as well. And a place where you can really easily get some ships to get to the many of the islands that are in that area. And Dubrovnik, finally. We have here the lady who comes from Dubrovnik, so she will tell you much more about it, and she will tell you so much and everything when it comes to weddings. But Dubrovnik was a republic in the past, so it was completely independent. It was strong. It was not only the city. The people who live in Dubrovnik are warm and proud people. So, you have already heard who's from the Hollywood movies had some shots in Croatia, and Fan was also taken place in Dubrovnik. Some islands of Korčula, a lot of festivals and events, Ultra in Split, where thousands of people from all around the world are coming and visiting, Island Park and many other places. And some of the famous people who have visited Croatia, I hope you recognize them. So Croatia is a filming location that we have already said and mentioned. And what we do, Tales of Croatia, we are offering you bachelor parties for her, for him. We also do these destination weddings, and when it comes to honeymoon packages, pre- and post-wedding tours. We can organize you to join one of the festivals or have a great holiday. We are inviting you to celebrate and come to Croatia for any special occasion, especially when it comes to 21st birthday or 50th birthday or some anniversaries. And before sending passing you to Ines, I just want to say that I heard yesterday saying that it's so important to do what you love and to follow the vision and keep the faith. So whenever your dream comes true, you feel so happy. You feel like you achieved something. And for myself, I can say that it was not my dream to be here and to do this. It was something that I never dreamed of. So I am even more honored and grateful and touched. Thank you.
Hello. Okay, can you hear me? I'm not that loud without the microphone. Yes, you are. Good morning, everyone. I feel honored and humbled sitting here in front of you. Please don't mind, I'm not standing up. My feet are shaking in seeing all of you listening to our story. It's going to be very difficult to follow up after Christina's beautiful, honest, and informative story. So I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, just as Croatia is. First of all, just a couple of thank yous that I cannot miss. Thank you to Christina and Beko and Sanjeev, who actually invited me to be a part of this story about 1.5 years ago. From a simple Google search, a fantastic collaboration happened, and here I am 18 months after sitting here with you. And also thank you to a huge dreamer and a fantastic visionary and a good friend today, Dakshana, who brought us all here together and whom all we have to thank for these wonderful contacts. I don't know about you, but I've had So many beautiful people approached me. I've spoken to so many beautiful people. I've danced with so many beautiful people. Your open hearts are our open hearts. So I'm gonna just tell you briefly in a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna show you a video of a story of Dubrovnik weddings. So believe it or not, we have been doing Indian weddings for the past 7 years in Croatia, 1,000 miles away. We're a family company, a family-owned business. We opened our company 12 years ago, and we never dreamed it would come to where it is today. We tried to make it tailor-made, and one thing to keep in mind, I spoke to a lady here the other day, Sophie, and she told me that she did last year a wedding of 20,000 people. So just to put it into a frame, Dubrovnik has 40,000 people. So we don't do weddings of 20,000 people. We don't have the capacity unless we run down the forest. But all of the weddings that we do are absolutely stunning because we have the stunning places. All of the places that actually Christina showed you, all of these places can host weddings. When it comes to the scope of the work, absolutely everything can be arranged. The only thing we still don't have in our offer are the flights. Other than flights, everything from the moment you and your guests set foot on the ground of Croatia until
Ines,
you
you
leave.
do have flights as well.
No, we don't arrange flights, but yes, actually we do. So the whole package, once you speak to us, you don't need to outsource anyone else. So it makes things a lot easier having one communication channel. Dubrovnik is a very ancient town. Like Christina said, it's protected by UNESCO. And what people call, how many of you have seen Game of Thrones? Did anyone see last night's first episode of, yes? Okay, we'll speak later. So what do you call Game of King's Landing? We call home. Dubrovnik is so much more than King's Landing. One thing that I was blown away with when I first came here a year ago was the hospitality, incredible hospitality and the warmth that the Indian people have. I really feel that this is what Croatians share with India and Indian people, and this is how I feel that actually we connected on a higher level as well. When it comes to Indian weddings, we don't have Hindu priests, we might not have Mehndi artists, we might not have doll players, but we have a lot of European partners close by London who can come and jump in and do all of these factors that are important to you. One very big thing to keep in mind is that Croatian chefs by now are very skilled in making Indian cuisine. I know how important this is in Indian weddings, so that's a thing to keep in mind. In general, in Dubrovnik, there's around 300 to 400 destination weddings done every year. For a town of 40,000 people, and a season that lasts about 6 months, that's quite a lot. When it comes to our company, in the past 11 years, we have about 600 weddings behind us, and 20 small number, but very strong number, 20 of those were Indian weddings. So the Indian wedding story in Dubrovnik started 7 years ago when a guy called me on the phone. I was at a friend for lunch on a Sunday afternoon, and he introduced himself as Rishi and said that he would like to organize a wedding of 300 people for 5 days with 11 events. And I thought it was a prank. I thought it was one of my friends pranking me because there's no way that someone would come all the way from India and actually do a wedding for 3 days in Croatia and 9 events. We are very good friends today. They actually did come, they did make history. We did make history together, just like we're making history here right now. When it comes to flights, I know that it seems like we're so far away. We are, but it does make it worthwhile, I do assure you. It will make it worth your while. And I think that the biggest question that Christina was actually referring to is why? Why Croatia? Like I mentioned, I think that our hearts, our warmth is very, very similar. we put our minds, our heart, and our soul into making these events the best for you and your family. We do our best to become a part of your family because we know how important this is to you. Secondly, a very, very interesting thing that might capture your mind about Croatia and actually Dubrovnik and weddings in Dubrovnik is the fact that, oh, by the way, we don't have elephants, but we have good horses for the Barat. Very good thing that you need to keep in mind about Dubrovnik is the fact that it's a road less traveled, which is extremely interesting for a lot of luxury clients nowadays. A lot of them tend to do weddings where people are not going normally, where most of their friends haven't been to. So they want to be the ones setting the trends. They want to be the trendsetters. They want to be the one hashtagging Dubrovnik wedding and being the first ones among their friends doing it. So why not your clients? Another thing why it's a road less traveled is because it's not all about the beach wedding. It's not all about the standard hotel receptions. All of the weddings that we do, most of the weddings that we do, weather permitting, are outdoors, but not necessarily on the standard venues, but think castles from 15th century, think medieval palaces that have been having their walls built there since the 7th century that have defended the whole nation from the invaders. Think vineyards, beautiful villas with hectares of the grounds available for weddings. One fantastic thing that I have learned through Indian weddings in Dubrovnik is the actual power of the mending cultures. This photo reminded me of that. So this is an Indian bride marrying a Dutch groom, and they live in London. So how beautiful the fact is, how small the world is. And we can make it smaller in a more beautiful way by working together and bringing people to discover the beauties. In the end, before I just show you the video, I would really like to thank you for considering us, for listening to us this morning. I'm really glad that we're actually doing this morning instead of yesterday afternoon. I would like to invite you all to our stand. We're right outside when you come outside to the right to chat more. I would like to invite you to take a look more online, to Google. By the way, an interesting piece of information. Did you know that last year the most Googled question was, where is Croatia? So I guess it's a place to be. I'm gonna have the technicians show the video as the wrapping piece of our presentation. And for all the information, for all the further information you may need, please look us up. We'd love to share more with you. Thank you. If we can have the video, please.
Thank you.
I would like just to add some more words very shortly. First of all, you have seen these beautiful pictures from different sides, and I congratulate Ines. It is a really beautiful video. And I would like also one more thanks to Mr. Sanjeev Korada and Dakshna to call us and to give us opportunity to present our beautiful country. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.